When I think about Pokemon, there are a couple things that come to mind. The colorful monsters and the sense of adventure. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, which is a remake of the 2006 original Pokemon Diamond, has one of those things, the colorful monsters. After that, you have reason to feel like the ship may have sailed on the formula we have long known to follow in the mainline Pokemon series. I've been a part of the Pokemon fandom since its early days in the late 90s, and I've definitely been on the side lately to say that Nintendo and Pokemon Company need to do more to bring fans what we really want out of this series. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, which was not developed by the typical developer Game Freak, instead it was developed by ILCA, who is known as a support studio on various IP, and namely has worked on the Pokemon storage app Pokemon Home. Now, no disrespect, but they are not who I, as a Pokemon fan, would really want to work on a major Pokemon title like this. Now, it is a remake of a DS game, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't ask more than just 3D graphics and a few quality of life changes we have really already seen a few times in other games like Pokemon Sun and Moon and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I'm assuming this was a test by Nintendo to see what they would do with the budget, but what really was the budget? Now, the graphics are enough to get by, I guess, but many times when major scenes are taking place, I'm taken out of the moment when the 3D chibi art style starts to show characters with static faces and the backgrounds that seem like there was just a lack of effort in development. Now, I have to admit, I wasn't excited for this game on the highest level like I usually am for Pokemon games, and as a person who says vote with your wallet, I definitely didn't do that. The game is fine, but fine doesn't cut it with Pokemon anymore from a critical and a fan standpoint. They still sell bonkers amounts of copies, and the Pokemon brand is at its highest level in probably a long time, with the Pokemon card game having a surge of sales and merch is just everywhere and anywhere you can find it. But that just doesn't mean that as fans of the series, we should just expect, whatever they give us. And with this game, that's kind of what we're getting. And gameplay specifically is something we definitely want, to change in certain ways. But the battle system of this is what we've always known. It's turn-based, it's Pokemon, it's slow. And there's really, besides a few gym leaders, there really isn't much high difficulty at all that I've ever experienced in this game while playing it. This is definitely a Pokemon game where choosing a proper type setup is important. Now, in not dunking on the game completely, a few things I did think were cool in this were, one, the Poketech, which is still a cool idea which they do implement in this game, where you don't have to have HM slaves anymore. Instead, you do have, the situation where you get the abilities like Strength or Rock Smash from different gym leaders. You just have to meet the gameplay requirement to use that ability wherever and whatever Pokemon, which they have me use Bidoof a lot for Rock Smash and Barrel for Surf. So I didn't really understand what that meant in terms of who was going to be able to use the abilities, but I thought that was pretty decent. And also, you get a 4-item registry in this where you use the plus button on the controller, and then you can use the left stick to, either click what I usually assign, the bike or the fishing rod. Experience share is mandatory in this game, and in the past, I was not really feeling that type of change, but in terms of making sure my whole team is ready for battle, it is a great idea. But it also makes me feel like the difficulty truly lessens quite a bit from that as well. And maybe not as big of a deal to some, but in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, this is the first time they show exactly which of your Pokemon stats is boosted and which is lowered in the summary menu by arrows, as well as the old school blue and red lettering, which is based off your Pokemon's nature. Something that I really don't find enjoyable is the Pokemon contests, which are back in the remakes, where you basically just feed your Pokemon different Pokemon treats based off of what they like, put stickers on Pokeballs, and you have your Pokemon do a rhythm dance game that I personally just really don't think I could care any less about. Now, they did add a style shop where you can change clothes for your character, but the options are really limited, and there's really a steep price to get what you would even want in this. Definitely something I wish they would have put back into Pokemon in this iteration is the ability to see Pokemon in the overworld walking around in the tall grass, which is something they really introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Why they couldn't have done it in this, I have no idea. Now, it is in the game, but only capable of being shown. Now, it is in the game, but you're only capable of seeing Pokemon actually walk around in the world if you go to the underground cave. Now, to be honest, I do actually like doing the mini game, hitting the different walls, looking for fossils, looking for the gemstones. But even then, that's not something that I really personally, I just don't come to Pokemon games for that. Now you do get cool little statues and things like that, but after the first time I did it, I really didn't get a feeling I had to go back, except for the fact that some Pokemon only show up in that area. Now, with all that being said, this really just puts me in a headspace of what was the point of remaking these games? Obviously money, but I also grew up in an era where Generation 4, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, was really the least favorite generation for a lot of people. And over time, that mindset changed and people kind of flip-flop on what they like and what they don't like online. But to me, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Gen 4 is still the weakest generation, just based off of locales and based off of the Pokemon that are exclusive to the games. Now, Nintendo and Pokemon Company decided ILCA was just enough to make these remakes, and like I said earlier, it definitely shows. And especially with the sooner released Legends Arceus coming out, which Game Freak is producing and developing themselves, to me this just shows they wanted to get this kind of game out for the new era kids, to get them a sense of the Sinnoh region, to understand what's really going to be happening, or to understand, why we should care about Legends Arceus, the Sinnoh region, or what is going to be known as the Hisui region in Legends Arceus, but we'll be talking about that game later. If I was to give this game any kind of score, any kind of recommendation, truly it's kind of a tale of two different sides. Now, if you're a veteran like me in the Pokemon community or Pokemon game sphere, whatever you want to say, I can't say I really recommend it. Now, if you just don't have your original copies of Diamond, Pearl, or even Platinum, go ahead, play it if you want to see these Pokemon in this. Now, there's no Pokemon home connectivity just yet. They say that's going to be coming in 2022. We'll see if that happens. And also, the Pokemon scene, competitive-wise, is still in Pokemon Sword and Shield for the time being. Now, if you're somebody that never experienced Diamond Pearl like I did, 15 years ago, then go ahead, play Diamond, play Pearl. Give it a whirl, if we want to rhyme a bit. But even then, I don't know if this is really the experience that for the future Pokemon that we really should even be supporting, because I know some people like this more tame Pokemon where it's more like the old school, it's just going to A to Z. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of more in tune with that. We just can't keep getting these games. Now, if you play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or even Pokemon Shining Pearl, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe to the channel. Are you looking forward to playing this game? Have you already played it? Are you looking forward to Pokemon Legends Arceus? Let me know. I'm FourEyes Malone. Peace.